guys, it is Nora the Stock Explorer. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? I'm bringing up the crypto charts first and foremost, guys, this morning because, yesterday it was looking really hopeful. We had Dogecoin at 8 cents, and this morning it looks like it took a fade out. It took the dumperoonie McFaddy. We got Bitcoin at 21,739. Um, that faded over 6%. Ethereum's down about 6%. Dogecoin also almost down almost 7%. And Shiba Inu's down 4.19% as we speak, guys. But the reason I'm going live this morning is because a lot of people were betting on this Bed Bath and Beyond stock and put huge money. I mean, I'm talking huge money into it. Remember the meme stock craze of last year, guys? Meme stocks ran crazy. AMC, GME, right? Bed Bath and Beyond, BlackBerry, and others. What we've got is a resurgence of that earlier this week, guys. And unfortunately, after hours, um, Bed Bath and Beyond crashed, guys. It crashed. So I want to bring up this article, guys. Good morning. Good morning. I want to bring up this article because this is like a unicorn sort of event, guys. This is very very unusual for many reasons, and I'll get into that. But as you can see in the title, it said a this investor made 110 million from trading Bed Bath and Beyond, and he's a 20-year-old student. So let's read this together really quick, guys. That's crazy money right there on Bed Bath and Beyond of all stocks, right? A lot of people thought this stock was going to go bankrupt. It said at least one investor exited Bed Bath and Beyond ahead of the uh, GameStop chairman Ryan Cohen. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Securities and Exchange Commission filings show that someone named Jake Freeman, who is a 20-year-old student, made 110 million from the meme stock favorite Bed Bath and Beyond. The ticker for that, of course, is BBBY. Um, Freeman snapped up a 6.2% stake in the homeware retailer. You've seen these stores at strip malls and places, right, guys? Big, homeware retail store, right? He snapped up almost 5 million shares, which equated to approximately $25 million or $5.50 a share is what he paid. On Tuesday, Freeman sold over 130 million worth of the stock. The filings show very smart of him to get out, guys. Because of course last night Bed Bath and Beyond took a 40% dump. That's right, guys, 40% dump a Rooney McFaddy, guys. So a lot of people flooded back into it because, of course, they thought it was going to go much higher. They thought it was a squeeze play. Um, and we can take a look at it this morning in a moment, and I'll show you where it's at this morning, which is kind of what I thought would happen. But I will show that to you in a second. Sorry for all the ads, guys. That is just what happens when I bring up this sort of thing, news articles. There's a lot of ads on the side. Don't pay any attention to that stuff, right, guys? Oh, goodness. I think I got a frog or something outside the window, guy. My dogs are acting crazy, too. All right, he's a student of the University of South California, and according to first reports from the Financial Times, he raised the initial money from friends and family. Okay, guys, this is why this sounds so fantastic, because here's the thing: what's more amazing than even the fact that he made 10 million is the fact that this young man was able to raise $25 million to make the initial investment, guys. Let's be honest. How many of you guys could get together your friends and your family and raise $25 million, especially knowing that he was going to put the money into the stock market on what we would call a YOLO, or you only live once trade? Thank you, everybody, for listening, guys. Thank you for coming in. I know it's super crazy early, but of course, my channel, we reach out to people all over the world. So you guys may be tuning in from other parts of the country. So thank you very much for joining me. It is much appreciated. Freeman told Market, well, I'm sure he's doing a lot of interviews out there. Freeman is the student. He told Market Watch he now plans to focus on having a quote unquote constructive dialogue with the Board of Mind Medicine alongside his study of complex analysis and mathematical statistics at USC. So he sounds like a bright student, guys. He sounds like obviously, he made an informed decision. I believe he thought that due to the balance sheet that Bed Bath and Beyond was setting up for a move, but I believe he didn't realize it would be quite this sort of move, right? So, from his research, he saw that there was some potential value in the stock, but I think a lot of luck played into this, and of course, it's very unusual for one person to be able to raise so much money from friends and family. So when all these things sort of come together, this is a very, very highly rare sort of event, guys. You can't look at this and say, oh man, this is something that maybe I could do one day. Probably it isn't, okay? So let's see. Oh, I skipped this paragraph. Freeman has interned for a New Jersey hedge fund, Valaris Capital, over the years, according to his LinkedIn profile. According to the FT, Freeman and his uncle, Dr. Scott Freeman, a former pharmaceutical executive, recently amassed an activist stake in the pharmaceutical company MindMed, or MNMD, which I believe that company is in low dose psychedelics to treat mental health issues and things like that. I have heard of this, and it seems like a very hopeful company. Actually, that's a whole different topic. So obviously, Freeman, he is you know he has wealthy friends and family. Obviously, guys, for you to gather this sort of money initially for the investment, he has connections with people with a lot of money, right, guys? So let's take a look. So good for him. I am happy for him. That is great. He can literally just invest that in something conservative and live off the interest, or whatever. I don't know. This young man may do this again, but with these sort of things, if you keep it up, chances are, if you keep being risky and high risk, high reward, but also the chance of failure, right? So hopefully this young man takes most of these winnings, right, and he puts it in some sort of long-term fund where he can benefit from it, and maybe take a smaller portion of that, and maybe he can YOLO into something else if he wants. But I hope that he invests this wisely. But he sounds like a smart young man, so we will see. But I will show you what happened with Bed Bath and Beyond. This is the cryptos chart, right, guys? Not looking good this morning. Of course, after hours last night, the meme stock Bed Bath and Beyond took the Dumperoonie McFatty. I will bring that up in the top left hand side. So this morning it is. Oh my gosh! This morning, guys. Um, Yeah, it's not looking good pre-market, guys. It's not looking good on the pre-market. On the pre-market, it looks like it is down 7.65%, sitting at 18.55 a share. It may go into the single digits at some point. And then could this rally again? Yes, it could, guys. But this is not the type of way that you want to invest in the stock market, guys. In these, you definitely don't want to take your advice from message boards like Wall Street Bets and things of that nature, right, guys? That's just very, very risky. But it's not running this morning. If anything, it's still going down. After that 40% dump, yeah, I'm sure that scared a lot of people, guys. It scared a lot of people, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. A lot of people bought options. Options are a contract that a stock will either go up or go down. A lot of those options will expire today, and unfortunately, they will be expiring worthless because obviously, after hours last night, Bed Bath and Beyond, it took that massive dump. So that is what happened, guys. Pretty crazy, guys, right? So I'll be watching that. Also, we'll be watching, of course, AMC because they are sort of all grouped together, right, guys? The potential for some of these other stocks to possibly have another run. It is highly possible and also very risky, guys. This morning, AMC is down 5.75%, sitting just at $19.29, guys. And let's see what the others are at the moment. Would I recommend meme stocks? No, guys, absolutely not. I mean, unless you believe in the company and you're going to hold it longer term, a lot of this short term action is very, very risky, guys. Super risky. There are ways that you can educate yourself and make money slowly and consistently and set yourself up. Especially if you're a younger person, set yourself up nicely with a nice portfolio for the future that you plan to hold 10, 20, 30 years. If you would like to educate yourself as far as stock trading and the stock market, there is a link to the Stock Market Academy that I promote called Capitalist Academy. The link for that is in my About section at the bottom. And it's also up in my banner on the far right hand side. You can click on that, guys. That's a tremendous value. The best thing you could do that I would say, as far as these things are concerned, just remember to get back to the basics and educate yourself. Invest in yourself would be my number one tip. Invest in yourself, read books, educate yourself. You can join Capitalist Academy. Um, they have hours and hours of courses and lectures as far as how to make money the consistent and tried and true way, and not YOLO or not getting into meme stocks, guys. So GME this morning is at $37.93. It's down 9.97 percent. So not a lot of there's not a lot of confidence, it looks like, in some of these more popular meme stocks this morning because of that Bed Bath and Beyond dump. Now, if it had rallied this morning, they may also they sort of run together, right, guys? So if it had rallied, then maybe some of these would also be rallying, but a lot of fear in this morning. A lot of people lost a lot of money, unfortunately, because they believed that there was a squeeze getting ready to happen with Bed Bath and Beyond. Now, could it run today? There's always a chance that it could, guys. There's always a chance, that people can continue to jump in and out of it. It's getting a lot of volume, a lot of attention. But you want to be careful, be very careful with these sort of things. But I thought it was just interesting to bring up that news article. Of course, Wall Street Bets is going crazy this morning, guys. Wall Street Bets Reddit forum. Please don't take your stock market advice from Wall Street Bets. If anything, use that as a form of entertainment. Welcome in. I just want to say welcome everybody that has come in. Balio is here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Balio, Von D Gaming in the house. Thank you, Von D. And Arshcom Boj and Bariotic Boy is here. Mr. Bones, we are live at Pump 5. We're actually home, guys, as of recent. As much as I love going live with you guys, my phone is just it's just so bad now that I can't. I couldn't even get a 5 minute video yesterday out without having trouble. So I will be needing a new phone. So I probably will do most of my live streams from home, guys, because just because it's just so hard to get a good quality stream, whether it be the Wi-Fi at the cell signal or the phone overheating, guys. My phone likes to overheat lately. But yeah, this is interesting. I'm really gonna be following this. Hi, how you doing, Johnny Small Pepper? Good morning. Live at home. Yeah, we're not live at Pump 5. We are live at home, guys. Live at home. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, guys. I will be right back, guys. Just give me a moment, and you guys can connect with each other. Give me one. guys. So I'll bring myself back up, guys. Let's share some good channels out. Let's share some great channels out, guys, and have coffee. We just nerded out with the stock market stuff. Always kind of have to touch on the stock market news, guys. It's exciting things going on. A lot of people made a ton of money. A lot of people lost a ton of money, guys, with these meme stocks, and it just is what it is, guys. I am not in any of the meme stocks, so I will just be um, enjoying it as entertainment from the sidelines, which is, that's all I'm interested in doing with the meme stocks right now. Yes, I did make money with AMC last year and a few others, guys. Last year was a fantastic year, but guys, this year I don't trust in it. Like I said before, it's not us or retail investors that are moving these stocks. It is big money, and as you can see, they can pull the rug, so to speak, very, very quickly. And what happened was they did it after hours last night, which is a lot of times people can't get in to make changes, especially if you had options or if you were on margin, which is another huge problem, guys. People borrow money to make these trades. They borrow you, and the brokers will allow you to borrow quite a bit of money to make these trades, guys. They will allow you to go margin out big time, guys. Uh, Sometimes, like if you have 10,000 in your brokerage, they will allow you to borrow another 10,000, guys. And when it goes the wrong way, which is what happened last night, something drops 40%. I would call that a crash, pretty much, guys. That's a crash. You can get hurt pretty badly, guys, and then it takes twice as much money just to get back to where you were, guys, just to get back to where you started from. That's why it's so dangerous, and this is why, of course, I promote educating yourself on safer ways to go ahead and make money, guys. So let's see who we got. We had Painting with Squirrels was in the house. First one in. Thank you, Painting with Squirrels. We had Von D Gaming. He is up early. Welcome in, Von D Gaming. Great gaming channel. Nice friend of mine and very supportive. Guys, give me a second. There, I can't deal with I can't deal with the dogs and the chew bones. It's driving me crazy. They're driving me crazy. We had Balio's channel, guys. Welcome in, Balios, my friend. Thank you so much for coming in. We have Bariotic Boy joining us from the Philippines, my friend. Awesome promo channel there. Say hello to Bariotic Boy and make sure that you connect with him. Thank you, Valio, for dropping a like. I appreciate it, guys. I know this is super crazy early. I know one of my friends is going to be like, why do you keep going live at these ungodly hours? Because, guys, this is when the action is happening, guys. This pre-market action. This is this is when a lot of people are jumping in a lot of these trades. Um, Fridays are especially tricky because if you do options or you grab a stock on Friday, your money could be frozen over the weekend, guys. Your money you're not going to be able to see how it plays out until like Monday. So Fridays, a lot of people will get out of a stock because they don't want that money to be tied up over the weekend. So would I jump into any of this on Friday? No way, guys. No way. I'm not jamming my money up in any of these meme stocks. I'm sitting on the sidelines. And guys, if you, even when you learn how to trade and you are a trader, you don't always have to trade, which is great advice. A lot of times, the best thing you can do is just sit and watch. Just sit and watch. Sit out. You can be the best trader in the world and be sitting out for the day because you can't get hurt if you're sitting on the sidelines and keeping that money on the sidelines, of course. Arch Cambodge saying good morning to the chat. Thank you, Arch Cambodge. I appreciate you for coming in, my friend. Let's see who we had. We had Mr. Bones. We had Experience Afrikaans. Thank you, my friend, watching from far away. My friend, Experience Afrikaans. He has a great channel and a lot of advice over there, guys. Check his channel out. He's a great guy, and he does some really interesting live streams as far as how to. I believe he gets into how to build out your YouTube channel and advice as far as that is concerned. So check him out, guys. Check him out. Live on Pump 5. I'm going to be doing a meetup at some point with Chef Sketty. And she's going to go live at Pump 6. And I'll be at Pump 5. So that'll be a lot of fun, guys. We got Johnny Small Pepper in the house eating those hot peppers. Johnny, I grabbed some seeds from a food pantry down the street from me months ago, and I planted two of them in one pot, and it has these two pepper plants coming up in the same pot. And honestly, I forgot I didn't even know what it was. I got it from a food pantry and took the seeds out. I did not know what it was, but from my research, I believe it is a Scotch bonnet pepper, and they're green right now, and they're round, and I believe from the pictures I've seen on Google that it is a Scotch bonnet, and I think that's what they had at the food pantry because a lot of people like to add those into dishes, stews, and things like that to give them a nice heat. Um, and there was like a whole bin of them, and I took a few and I bought them just so that I could harvest the seeds, and I planted it. Well, son of a gun, I picked one of those peppers off because I said I don't know what kind of pepper that I forgot, really honestly what the heck I planted, and I bit into this thing, and at first it was not a big deal, and then it hit, and then it hit, and I was like, oh yeah, like I'm pretty sure it is a Scotch bonnet pepper, guys, because it was burning. It was burning, and I looked on the Scoville heat unit scale, and Scotch bonnets are somewhere in the middle. I think it's like around 50,000 Scoville units on average or whatever. And of course, every pepper can be more or less. Unless you send it for testing, you don't know. You'll never know exactly where on the scale that thing fell. But whoo, yeah, I was like, and of course, I didn't have any milk or anything like that. I just had to let the heat dissipate. Um, it kind of tasted good after, like maybe 10 minutes after, but when it was burning, man. I'm not accustomed to the super hots yet, not yet. We got the Gambler after dark. What's going on, the Gambler? What do you got going on? Thank you, Gambler. You've been super supportive. Thank you for always coming in here to say hello. Of course, guys, he does scratch off tickets, guys, and you can send him scratch offs from your state, and he will scratch them for you. And of course, he has memberships and all kind of fun over on his channel. So check him out, the Gambler. Saying good morning. He's in Georgia, guys, and I'm down here in Florida. Let's see. Experience Afrikaans is saying hi to Johnny. Some of you guys already know each other and are connected, which is fantastic. All right. David Carlisle is in the house. Welcome in, David. Thank you so much. Yeah. This morning is looking like a Dumperoonie McFatty, guys. I would not recommend jumping into anything on today. Maybe early in the week, but today probably not because, like I said, it's Friday, and you don't want your money getting stuck over the weekend, guys, in any of these meme stocks. My gosh, guys, Big Money pulled the rug out from under Bed Bath and Beyond uh, on last night after hours, of course, which is after 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it just makes it tricky to get in there and do it. I mean, it happened so quickly that you just got to take that hit if unless of course you had a option, then you bet against it, then you made a nice little you gonna make nice little money this morning, right, guys? But that's options are super risky because I think over 90% of them expire worthless. I'll check back cooking. All right, cool, cool. Oh wow, you were up early and cooking. Awesome. My son told me about, yeah, I wanted to go over that article, David, because it's just unusual. It's just an unusual set of events. When you hear that a student made 110 million, if you don't look into more into that story, you may be the type of person that would be tempted to get in on this stock and think that you can also make money on it, because it sounds very, I mean, that sounds exciting. It sounds like wow, and then you get all this hype, right? You get all this hype going, and I'm sure while the market was open yesterday, a lot of people were excited. Oh, it's going to the moon. It's squeezing. It's a squeeze play, which usually makes a stock shoot up suddenly, and a great deal where you just look at it and you just see it going up, up, up. That's like a squeeze play, right, guys? And this is what people get so excited to watch these sort of things happen and these sort of things play out, right? And they get in, and then after hours, big money moves the market for the most part, guys. We can benefit from it, but let's be honest, big money is the one controlling these movements. And after hours, they were like, "Yeah, it's over." They pull the rug out, they dump it. They have all these sophisticated, ways to trade that the average person doesn't. These different ways to move the money and things like that we don't have access to, right, guys? We're just using our Robinhood or your Weeble or whatever. They have access to stuff, that is far far more sophisticated. And yeah, it just collapsed, guys, and a lot of people got burned, which is kind of surprising, but not. But this is more akin to this is more akin to what you would consider gambling rather than investing. It sort of goes over the line, right? When you start to get into the hype and you're getting all excited and things like that, guys, that's something more akin to gambling. Because honestly, when you are a trader, people that trade professionally, right? Let's put this up for the gambler. People that trade professionally do so with very little emotion. The successful ones do, guys. They trade with very little emotion, or what you would call dead inside, which there is a YouTuber that named his channel Dead Inside. But that is really truly what you are supposed to feel inside. If you're feeling very excited or very hyped or like, oh my God, you're trading on emotion, and a lot of times when you're trading on those type of emotions is when people get burnt, or they get really hurt, because you just have not calculated your risk versus reward. You have not calculated out what you're doing. You're sort of YOLOing, or you only live once, sort of thing. And when you do that, you just set yourself up. And big money knows that they know that the stock market can run on a lot of emotion and things like that, and they're counting on it. And they wait until you all pile in. Welcome in, astute tourist. They wait till you pile in, and then it does the classic pump and dump pattern, guys. You get all that hype, you get to the peak, and then big money sees that is pretty much at the top, and they dump it. And then you get caught what they call holding the bag, guys, which is what happened last night. Um, I wasn't in Bed Bath and Beyond. You could have scalped some nice money during the trading day if you had noticed that it was running. But it all comes with it. It's all coming with risk, guys. And some people really lost a lot of money, especially those people that decided to buy calls or call options on that. You're those calls expire worthless. So whatever they paid for those calls, and calls can cost hundreds of dollars, guys. They can cost hundreds of dollars, and they just a lot of people lost hundreds of dollars on this thing, guys. Good morning, stopping in before work. Awesome. Wow, you're up early and you were live streaming late last, well, not late, but you were late live streaming last night too. I caught the astute tourist. He does do quite a few live streams, guys, if you want to check him out. And that's a great channel over there. He is a fireman. Very nice to get to know the astute tourist. A lot of my friends are already connected to him, so definitely check him out. Budget with free. What's going on? I wanted to talk about the this BBBY situation because it's so unusual. What I thought was more unusual than the student making 110 million, which is like an insane amount of money. It's like he hit the lottery, but it was something that he did, was the fact that he was able to raise $25 million from friends and family. Guys, that's not something the average person can do. So that I find the fact that he was able to raise 25 mil and that his friends and family gave it to him is, I think, is even more unusual than him hitting on the Bed Bath and Beyond stock and making the 110, and hopefully does something super solid with it. Because goodness, guys, you can just enjoy the interest on that type of money and do a lot of great things. But if you're a very if you're a very risky person, chances are this young man is going to do this again, because this is just the human nature, guys. It is just human nature for people to just, well, I'm just going to do it just one more time, guys. And then when you do, that's when you just lose all your. It's just like when you go to the casino, guys, and you put money in the slot machine, right? And and you start winning, and then you say, well, let me go over to the ATM, or what we used to call the Mac machine up north, but people down south don't know what the Mac, tap the Mac. It's the ATM machine. That's the worst thing you can do, guys, when you're in a casino, is go hit the ATM machine, guys. And God forbid they'll let you bet your house and everything, guys. There's ways that, it's dangerous. What I used to do, well, what I was taught to do, is to go in with a set amount of money and not even a lot. Like, just go in on the casino floor with $100. And whatever happens with that $100 is what happens with that $100, guys. And then if you win, that's great. Take those winnings. But what you never want to do is go get more money and more money and more money, because that's when you can really get hurt, guys. And this is where we get into risk management, and that is a way you can do what they call risk management. You are managing your risk because you know you went on that casino floor with $100, and you know that chances are you could lose every cent of that $100, but that's okay. You know that going in, because what you also know is that you won't lose any more than that $100. If you hit a bunch of machines and it's just lose 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 lose, the casino can't take more than $100 from you. And what I would consider that is the cost of play, or entertainment value. You chose to spend $100 entertaining yourself, and then that's it. But then when people People don't do that though. They don't manage the risk. And it's the same thing with the stock market. They don't manage the risk, right, guys? So, you have these brokers, and it makes it very, very easy in the brokers, right? That you can add money, add money, add money into these trades. It's limitless. There is no barrier to entry. There is no barrier to entry as far as the stock market is considered. It does not care if you're rich. It does not care if you're poor. It does not care if you are a felon. It does not care, guys. And it's a beautiful thing, but also a very dangerous thing, guys, because there is no barrier to entry. You sign up, you have money, and they will let you can do it up, guys. And you can and a lot of people do this with money that they can't afford to lose, like the astute tourist said. They're doing this with money that they can't afford to lose. And if you go into and a lot of things that I'm reiterating here are things that I learned through the Capitalist Academy, which I'm still a part of, guys. The link for that is in my About section and up in my banner. You can join the legitimate stock market academy that will teach you these fundamentals. But you can also learn a lot of this from reading stock market books. You can learn a lot of this absolutely for free. But it is the academy is organized in a way that it is all lined up for you, and the courses are there. And there's also a private Discord, and you have access to ask questions and things like that. But yeah, only play with what you can afford to lose. Now, could that student afford to lose $25 million that he uh, borrowed from friends and family? I don't think so. Not if you're a student. You're still paying for school and things like that. So what he did was extremely risky, and this is why this sort of thing is just so rare and so unusual, guys. Anyway, I wanted to bring this topic up, guys, because it is just we will see how it plays out, and it may not stop at Bed Bath and Beyond, of course. It may not stop at Bed Bath and Beyond. This may move into we may see AMC start to gain more some hype again. We may see some of these other meme stocks, and there was a whole group of them, including GameStop and BlackBerry was part of it, and there were others that I'm not thinking of right now, guys. Just be careful. Don't jump into something without weighing out your risk. And yeah, that's just all I wanted to say today, guys. Little says hi. She's not feeling good today, guys. She woke me up at 4 a.m. to go out. So I said, you know what? This let me put out some stock market news. I do a lot of live streaming, which is simply for fun as far as the food reviews and going out and about in Orlando. But I do want to bring you that stock market content as well because that is what my channel is about. So I do want to bring that and also, promote the responsible way to invest and learn about the stock market. I always like to promote the Capitalist Academy, which is something that I've been a part of, and I can personally say that it is a great product. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys on the next one. It will be fun to watch how everything plays out. I will see everybody. Thank you, Free, and thank you so much for joining me. Budgeting with Free. She has a budgeting channel if you'd like to learn how to do budgets, and just a great channel and a great person to connect with. Check her out, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys soon, guys. Peace. Keep exploring. Peace.